I always thought it was a little bit weird that the writers of King of the Hill never allowed Bobby to hit puberty while Joseph and Connie have entire episodes related around it. Not that I'm craving an episode or a flashback for it or anything, or even that I hold it against the series that this never happened. I'm fine with the timeline the way it is. It's my favorite show of all time. But I do feel a lot of episodes could have been better in that later iteration of the show where just it gets a little bit wacky. You can tell the new writers are in there. Feels even more random than it was before. And I love every episode of the show. None of them are really skips to me. Some of them are certainly better than others, though. And I think that would have been avoided if you had allowed the new writers to kind of have a clean slate, putting our kids in high school. Not that they need to be in more mature situations. I don't know. I'm fine with even all the Arlen Middle School stuff going on in the show, every bit of it. But in the Kidney Boy and Hamster Girl, I really enjoy the dynamic of Bobby having to just act like he's a high schooler, and you get a different setting. People are a lot meaner when they're in high school, and you can see that just in that single episode. Really thought that would be a fun world to play in with our characters. Hate that we never got to see it. One specific storyline that I really feel like we were left out on a conclusion of, and may never learn, what the hell happens to the idea of Joseph having a big career in football in his future? Obviously, it would be hard for him to make the NFL, but with as much talent as the kid has, even in middle school in this show, seems like he's at least like a 4-star, maybe even a 5-star in the state of Texas. At least they write him that way. And when you don't go past middle school, we don't really learn what it had to be a pretty dramatic event that stops his football future, whether it was injury or just learning the hard facts that you're not going to make the NFL. You better do some goddamn construction. But as we know, Bobby's all grown up now, and he doesn't have to worry about hitting puberty or going through the same thing Joseph did. So, what do you guys think? Did we miss out on anything? Would it have been fun to see these characters in high school, or are you happy with the way they had it? Have a good day, guys.